calm. I had to create something that was cute and clever, you know what I mean? But guys, I'm excited. So I see all of these guests down in the chat, and you guys have done a great job. Now, baby girl, Patrice, check your
there it is.
Boom. All right. Wonderful. So guys, we still have people coming in. We're up at 82. We got chat messages up at 63. Y'all are rocking and rolling. Let's get this thing up to 100. Let's get it up to 100, and then we're ready to go, champions. Y'all are making it do what it do. I see that you shared a video. Thank you so very much, champion. We appreciate you. All right. Very, very good. Yes. All right. So guys, we are up to 85. Let's 15 more. And we're ready to rock and to roll. We've got beautiful hostesses. I like your, do you see my color? You see my color?
I see your color. Look.
We had to match the flyer. That's how we do it. We match the flyer, the colors in the flyer. So we picked the color out of the flyer, guys, and we matched that. And so we're going to have some fun. So guys, I am Coach JP. We have the beautiful Patrice, the beautiful Toni, and everybody is just ready to share some amazing information with you. We've got the VP of Sales, Mark the Man Sterling. I think that's what his mom meant to name him at birth. Mark the Man Sterling, because he is absolutely the man. He actually gets down with the get down, spearheading this company, guys. We are driving this thing. You hear me? We are driving it. So we're ready to get you and Miss Toni rocking and rolling on our introduction. I thought I saw her. Didn't I see Miss Toni?
Yes, she was with us.
I see Miss Toni and Mr. Sterling. You know, you have carte blanche. In anything in my life, whatever you want to do is what you do. So if you want to start this party off, Mr. Sterling, we are good with that because we know you're busy. And family, this is the vice president of sales for our company. And I know we can all share something amazing about him, but I have seen this gentleman lead teams, lead a team of 5 figures, in the high 5 figures, y'all. And what I tell people about you, Mr. Sterling, is that I remember, when we're climbing the mountain, you keep us all level. When we're going through the valleys, you keep us all level so that we can climb the next mountain. And you're just that leader that has always been a man after my heart. You and your wife, Miss Cat, are just such a beautiful couple. And I was so excited to see your name on the billboard. It wasn't really a billboard, but it was the flyer in the slides. It was so great to see your name because I've got a mad amount of respect for you. I remember coming down to your house and just how gracious and amazing you actually are. So thank you so very much for joining us on today. Mr. Sterling, you just let us know what you want to do. You can come off mute and say whatever you want to say. We are here. We're excited. Go ahead, Miss Patrice. You want to go ahead and say something about our amazing VP of Sales? Because he is a beast.
Yes, I like to find, where is Toni Ward? I see her.
You see her? Because I'm looking for Miss Toni. Where is there? I see her.
Please raise your hand.
Okay, is she coming? Yeah, raise your hand so we can find you, Miss Toni.
Raise your hand so we can find you.
Okay, because we definitely want her to be able to chime in. We're excited. We're excited about what's about to go on, what's happening. Miss Toni, if you're able to come off mute, that would be fantastic. Where are you, Miss Toni? I may have to unmute her. Let me see if I've got to find her and unmute her myself. Hold on. Let's see if we have to.
Can you hear me?
There you are. What's going on, girl? I like that pink. I like that pink.
I bought this contraption and I was trying to make it work and it didn't work.
Toni and all her gadgets.
Right.
What's going on, lady? Well, listen, Mr. Sterling has already popped on. I know we had a special place for him in the presentation, but he is the VP. So he can hop in anytime he get ready, like for real. Yes. So there, is that him? Is that Mr. Sterling? Wait, was that him? Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm here, JP. How are you, superstar?
I am superbly excited to hear your voice and be in your presence again. It has been too long.
I think somebody on the line has been inappropriate. We're going to manage through that, and that's not a problem. Toni, Miss Ward asked me to come on at a certain time. I'm going to honor that protocol.
Okay.
But I'm excited to be on this call, and I look forward to speaking to you in just a moment.
All right, fantastic. So Toni, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make you and Miss Patrice, I'm going to make you co-host so that you guys can let the champions in as they pop on.
Okay.
And then also you'll be able to boot people off that are inappropriate. So if you're inappropriate, this is not the platform. We will let you go. We have no qualms about that because this is business. And if, of course, you can't honor that, then, of course, this is not the place for you. So we love everybody, but we will let you go. Fair enough? All right. So Miss Toni, Miss Patrice, y'all take over. Let's go ahead and jump into the intro. Let's go ahead and get some things popping up in here. We are ready to lock and load, rock and roll.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope you guys can hear me. I can see the thing. I am super excited, and I want to give a shout out to everybody, all our friends and family, and of course, the guests of all our friends and family, you guys. It's Saturday evening, and you took some time out to hop in here and spend a little party time with us so you can find out what we're doing. I'm super excited because I know one of our guests is actually logging in from Nigeria. He stayed up all day. It's actually 2 a.m. there, and he's there because he was interested. He was concerned. He was like, what is this coming out? People are like, Toni, I see it coming out. What are you doing? What are you coming out? You coming out the closet? What's going on? I was like, no, I am coming out of poverty and moving into prosperity. That's what I'm doing. I'm coming out of 2020 and moving into 2021. They were like, poverty? You are not suffering from any kind of poverty. I said, well, it depends on your definition. Do you have complete financial freedom? Do you have complete time freedom? Can you do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want? If you got to answer no to any of those questions, then I need to come out of that. So I'm super excited that we are able to come here today with you guys and share our coming out party celebration with you. And of course, with any party, of course, there are party gifts, and we have some good ones. So make sure you guys stay on here. I'm super excited to share the space, of course, with, you know, the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Sterling. He is fabulous. He has changed my life in so many ways. We'll talk about that later. And of course, JP, Coach JP is just that. She is a coach. She is a mentor. She is leadership, even when she's not trying to be. And I love that about her. And sharing the platform, of course, with Ms. Patrice, who I love. This is my family. We talk every day, and I absolutely adore her. I'm super excited to be able to spend that time with the 3 of them and actually build and learn. And we have a special guest. But more important, you guys, I'm excited to spend time with you. You know, I'm looking at the faces, and I'm so excited to see my cousins and my sister and my uncles and my mom's friends. Like, it's really cool to be able to share this space with you guys, because so many times, and I don't want to get emotional, but so many times I'm on these trips, I'm doing these things, and I look around the room, and these are all people that were once strangers to me. I would love to look around the room and see my family there, my friends there, people who I grew up with and have known forever. So I am super happy that you guys decided to share this time with us. Patrice?
I just have to chime off I have to chime off a tone, but first of all, I'd like to just say personally, thank you, Coach JP, because I remember the first time that I even had an opportunity to hear you speak was one afternoon. My mentor, my friend, David McCovey, dropped your video, and I found a council thread. And then 2 months later, about 3 weeks ago, Toni sent me this video, and I said, I love her. I've been following her. She don't even know who I am. So I want to tell you, thank you for being you. Thank you for just rocking us icons. Because if you can see, I have your schedule right here. Okay. All right. But folks, I like to just say to my family and friends, because I know that all you guys follow me, see me, and you guys all saying you just work too hard, but I'm not working. I'm doing what I love, my passion, and changing people's lives and helping others. And when I thought about coming into this arena, I've been rocking with Toni now for 8 years and have an opportunity to be under David McCovey. Oh my God, I can go on and on about that man. He changed my life. 2016, he gave me an opportunity to have 2 streams of income. And wow, look what happened. he blessed me again for 3, which is the opportunity that we're going to talk about. And now I'm involved, and now I'm epic. But I want my family and friends to know, do you understand, invest, and how you can build general wealth? This is the reason why I'm here. To see my family and friends on this call with me today. You're not obligated for anything, but I just want you to see what I'm so excited about. I'm excited. And thank you for coming to, yes, my coming out party right along with Miss Toni Ward, because nobody knew what we were going to be doing today, but we are here, and you guys are here with 3 amazing women, entrepreneur women, 6-figure women, working together and making things happen. I want to give it back to you, JP.
Well, I am just super excited. Both of you ladies just rocked that, and y'all are certainly rocking that pink family. You know, it's a big deal. It really is a big deal when you can work with ladies that you admire and you respect, and it's not ordinary. You know, it's not always that way. But coming together with Patrice, coming together with Toni, these are 2 ladies that I've looked up to. They're talking about looking up to me. I'm looking at Toni like she's a superhero. I just don't know people who put together stuff that way. And then the way that Patrice, that you do things, everything, for both of you ladies, everything is super professional, super on point. I mean, it's like everything you touch turns to gold. So I'm the one that's actually honored here to be asked to even speak at your coming out party. We're about to rock this. Is that all right?
That's right.
Look, listen, I'm going to go straight country on you, Angel. We fixing her. We say we fixing to rock this right here. So guys, I am Coach JP, Janice Parker, and listen, you know, for me, what I love about this, and ladies, you've just touched on so many things that are so dear and close to my heart, because for me, when I actually look at this particular platform, it was like everything I was looking for. So I don't know about any of you that are on the line that are friends and family of Toni and Patrice, or anybody else that actually invited, because this was a group collaborative effort. So while it is, you know, those 2 ladies are on the flyer, this is about everybody. Y'all, can somebody put in the chat, that's spelled E-R-R, Batty. Now, how do you spell Batty? B-I-I-D-I-E. Everybody, this is a group effort. Like, we could not have rocking right now 106 people on this particular presentation if it was not for everybody. So for me, ladies, I remember, Terrence, when this pandemic actually kind of struck and life just kind of slowed. Anybody feel like life just said, you know, it was like, wait a minute. And, you know, I've been told, Emily, by people that say, you know what, you got to stop and you got to smell the roses. But when I went into my rose bed, I don't know about you, Mildred, I saw some weeds. I saw a whole bunch of stuff growing. And what I realized, really, family, is like when you're running, you don't really look at things as clearly. But when I actually slowed down, Christina, when I slowed down, Mr. Sterling, when I slowed down, Tia, what I realized is that I am nowhere closer to my goals than I'm not as close as I thought. And because I'm now trying to tap into my 401k, because everything is rolling backwards, now my 401k, Eva, looks like a 101k. I don't know about y'all. So I had to have a real conversation with myself, and it started like in about April. And I remember talking to some of the champions that I work with, Toni, and we came up with some things that we were looking for, like what we needed in a company, because we realized that if travel was slow, we had to supplement. Does that make sense? Ain't nobody gonna sit around and just wait for life to happen. So Angela and Daphne, what I thought about was, you know, I started talking to some of the champions, and Patrice, this is my list, right? I guess my face was kind of tore up because Mom bought me this book called Positive Thinking, Positive Outcome. But really what it was is I was thinking, and I was looking for the perfect company. Now, let me give you the list of things, and then I'm going to show y'all how God blessed every single thing. Because you know what, God, you got to be real specific in what you ask for. So Patrice, I said, listen, we need corporate leadership that has a strong mindset, a sense of direction. They're strong trainers, they're ethical, they're professional, and they're God-fearing. Got that. Then we said we wanted a platform where there was a level playing field. Got that. We wanted a strong compensation platform, because what I recognize, I don't know about you guys, But what I recognized, Anthony, was that I kind of needed to put maybe a couple of $1 million away in the next 4 years. And I told that to Mr. McCovey when he said, listen, sis, I'm putting something together. What would it take for you to come and rock with me? And when I told him that, he said, you're selling yourself short. Rhonda, he said, you're selling yourself short. Andrea, Willa, Virginia, he said, you're selling yourself short. So we got a platform where if you're serious and you don't mind rolling up your sleeves and going to work, you can put 6-7 figures into your bank account, like with the quickness. But we also wanted something that was pandemic proof. One of the things that Mr. McCovey said to me was, he said that, you know, and because he has a travel platform as well that is very successful, but he said that he saw the Las Vegas Strip, which is where he lives, he saw it go dark. Because of course, this particular crisis has affected everybody. He said, but the only sector that was still rocking happened to be in the financial sector. So we were looking for, in my list of things, we were looking for a profitable product where if somebody said, you know what, like if Annie said, well, coach, I wouldn't want to have to get a customer. Don't worry about it. Well, I want to make money, says Anthony Smith, but I don't want to have to get a business partner. Don't worry about it. We literally have a product that is actually profitable. We wanted low startup costs. We wanted weekly pay. We wanted something that was worldwide. And when I tell you guys what I'm about to introduce to you, what these ladies want to share with you on this evening, we actually ended up with every single thing that we asked for. And I do mean everything we absolutely did. So we're excited to introduce to you the platform that we call home, which is EPIC, E-P-I-C. We even coined the acronym, right, Toni? Exceptional people, incredible compensation. And when I tell you it is amazing, it is more than amazing. Like literally what blows my mind is for a startup company, we don't have hiccups. We don't really have hiccups. Like this thing is smooth, but I've heard that if God is in it, it ain't hard. We are first. Like literally, family, I've heard of great platforms, but I don't know about you. I'm tired of hearing about them after they, you know, after the greatness had happened 15 years ago. We are literally first, which allows us to actually, you know, put our footprint, not just here in America or not just in Nigeria, guys, but around the world. We literally have the opportunity to impact lives everywhere. So to tell you who we are a proud group of businessmen and businesswomen that are global. Listen, when we started this platform, somebody put 145 different countries and territories because that's where we were just some 60 days ago almost. But family, we are right now, Patrice, I've heard 205 different countries. We want to touch all 4 corners of the globe, family, and we are absolutely well on our way. Now, what do? We show you, we teach you, we train you how to become proficient, professional, and profitable in the 4X platform. But on the other side of that, if you have that residual income goal like myself and Patrice and Toni, if you want to create that income that's going to continue to come in over and over and over again, we got you there. But see, in order to do that, one of my best friends, Mr. David McCovey, what he had to do, family, was he actually had to assemble some of the best minds in business. And I remember Mr. Sterling, when it was yourself and Mr. Green, Mr. Iverson, Mr. McCovey. I remember when we worked all under one umbrella once upon a time. And we've all went into different directions, but what's great about God is he brought us full circle. Somebody type full circle in the chat because he's brought the best minds in business back to bear. And so we have Mr. Spencer Iverson, Mr. Cross Every T and Dot Every I, the perfect president for our company, Mr. Mark Sterling, because this gentleman can move. He can move people. He can move the masses of us in a direction. And we flow with him because we know where his mindset is. We know what his direction is. We know success rises and falls on leadership. We have Mr. Jonathan Green, one of the absolute best trainers. And if I'm going to copy anybody, let me tell you something, Amy and Carlita. Let me tell you something. I will copy his training because he is just that. But we needed some of the best minds, guys, in Forex as well. And so to get Coach Max, we call her the people's champion because this particular young lady, she loves people. She's helped thousands of people at, for nothing, right? Almost virtually nothing. But you know what? They say, Mr. Sterling, and I've heard you say this, if you never do more than what you're paid to do, you'll never get paid for more than what you do. And David Luciaga, let me tell you, if you haven't watched that free Forex video in the back office, I'm going to challenge you to do that. But I'm going to pause right here because we have this young man on the line, and he is just the epitome of leadership. Everybody, I think I don't know if you can say people are born to lead or they learn to lead. Whatever it is, he is a leader's leader. He's that type of person that you can follow because he knows exactly where he's going. And it doesn't matter. Like I tell you, it doesn't matter if we're picking tulips, in the valley, or we're climbing up the mountaintop. Mr. Sterling is that gentleman that's absolutely going to get you there. And he's going to tell you, just keep the faith. Just hold on. Just fight a little longer. So I want to bring to our presentation a young man that I've got, like, it goes beyond a tremendous amount of respect for. I respect him as a person. And Mr. Sterling, when I look at this panel right here, what's so amazing is I work with each and every one of you. I respect, love, and appreciate you. And one of the things that you taught us back in the day is people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And what I can say is that is exactly how I feel, except it's more like love. Each and every one of you. Family, please welcome to our presentation none other than Vice President of Sales, Mr. Mark Sterling. Mr. Sterling. Hello,
awesome,
sir.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear. It is so great to have you on.
Oh, man, very kind. I'm sitting back here. I'm actually just finished dinner with my daughter and my soon-to-be son-in-law. And my daughter looked at me like, I don't know who they're talking about. And just very kind words, very kind notification. Thank you so much for that. I want you to know, if you're in the sound of my voice right now, that, JP, Janice Parker, what an amazing individual she is. Has some very kind words about me. But I really want you to know that I'm just an echo of the voice that's speaking, okay? What's actually happening right now in this environment, it has nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with me. It's about being a vessel and serving a larger body right now, a larger body that wants to win, wants to create additional income, wants to learn a skill set that can pay them for life. Here's a wealth principle I learned many years ago. I want you to write this down if you're listening to me tonight. If you want to earn money, you must go where money is being spent. I'll say that again. If you want to earn money, you must go where money is being spent. I'll use another word. I'm going to exchange that word spent for exchanged. If you want to earn money, you must go where money is being exchanged. I can't think of a place where money is being exchanged more than in the largest, most liquid market in the world called foreign exchange. Over $6 trillion a day is being actually handed between countries and big banks, and even more than that between capital funds and individuals with large portfolios. This is a one time in the most recent years because of supercomputing and because of the advent of apps that can do certain things and predictive analysis models. And I won't get into the details of it, but you and I get a chance right now to participate in that market. We get a chance to learn a skill set that we can take with us for the rest of our lives. But we are an educational company first. We're an education company first, right? Now, even being an education company, I want you to understand that nothing happens. They're not 50, 60, 70,000 people that raise their hand and say yes. None of that actually happens without leaders like Toni Ward. None of that happens without leaders like Patrice Vance. None of it happens without leaders like Janice Parker. Okay, it's the ladies, it's the individuals, it's the people that stand up and say, you know what, I want to be first. Nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. Nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. See, here's what I know about leadership. If you go for a walk and you turn around, there are people with you, you're leading. If you go out for a walk and turn around and there's no one there, you're just out for a walk. And when these ladies turn around, they're literally thousands upon thousands of people leading with them. And I know if you're on this call, you're not looking to join a business. You're not looking to join another thing. Most people don't want to join a business, but they want to become part of something bigger than themselves. They want to become part of a movement. And that's what this team is about. It's about movement. It's about how can we create leverage, influence, and take that into what we call success and then significance. That's what this call is really about. You have the unique opportunity to be in real estate. It's about location, and business about timing and positioning. You get a unique opportunity to be a part of a major project at the very, very beginning. I want to give you this, and I'm going to close out. I was reading the book one time. I read it multiple times, called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill said, as he interviewed the top and wealthiest people in the entire world at that time, the Vanderbilts, the Carnegies, the Fords, the Edisons, all those individuals, they all came up with three core things when they looked at a business model. And the first one was this: what is my initial investment? Ladies and gentlemen, for less than $100, you can get started today. I want to answer that question for you. The second question that rich and wealthy people always ask themselves is, when do I go back to get my return on my investment? When I go back to black, my ROI. I'm going to let you know your return on investment can happen very quickly by way of learning the skill set and or by leveraging the optional compensation plan, which will be shared with you here in just a minute. And the third thing, but most important in my mind, that wealthy people always came up with. They said that if they can mitigate their worst case scenario, they would make an immediate decision. What kind of decision? Immediate. I'm going to let you know what your worst case scenario is. The worst case scenario is you're going to position yourself to learn a skill set that could potentially pay you for the rest of your life. The best thing that can happen, you might get rich along the way, and at the very minimum, help a lot of other people get exposed to this incredible industry. I appreciate each and every one of you. I encourage you not to dream small dreams because small dreams don't have magic. Take care, take charge. I'll turn the call back over to you, Janice. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, positively powerful. Did you, family, did you hear those bullets? I mean, he dropped them just like that. So thank goodness we are recording this, because I want to get, I don't know about you, Patrice and Toni, I want to go back and get all of that that he just dropped, because that was phenomenal. If you found value, please, if you found value in what Mr. Sterling just had to say, drop a V down in the chat for me. If you found value in what he had to say, because see, family, what he said is we're an educational platform. We're going to work with you, teach and train you, right? The ladies, I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually fired up. So I've got to get back to where I was. Do you see all of this? Now, I know people, Toni and Patrice, that are paying $3,000 a quarter. They're paying $10,000 just for 2 weeks of training. He just told you for $100, we're giving you everything that that you're looking at on the slides. But you know what they used to say back in the day, when my mom used to say, if I was acting up, she said, I can show you better than I can tell you.
She talking about you?
Right? So here is what we're
going
going to do.
She's talking about you?
That's not Toni.
What we're going to do, right? What we're going to do is just give you an idea of what you have your hands on. So everybody who gets started has a back office. One of the first places that you're going to go is inside of your Epic University. You're going to go inside of your Epic University. There you're going to find these small modules, okay? And once you finish a module, you get to move to the next module. So the beautiful thing about this is that, Anthony Smith, that literally you have the opportunity to study this as quickly or as slowly as you want to go. Now, Patrice, I know you've heard me talk about the young stud on my team, right? He called me Miss Coach JP, Miss Coach Parker. I mean, I'm like, okay, baby, you can drop a couple of those prefixes, but he went through this 14-day syllabus, and he went through it, guys, in 3 days. He went straight from the training straight into a live account. He did not even, Adrian, go into a demo account. But it's up to you. You can take as long as you need to, or you can go as slow as you want to. But it is designed to take you on a track to help you understand about Forex. We don't want you just being out there. We want you to be proficient, professional, and profitable, as you just heard Mr. Sterling say. So the beautiful thing about this platform is you go through it. Once you're completing it, you have an opportunity to do what one of my champions did. So I wanted to show you, she sent this to me. So here's one of the young ladies on our team. Now, when we're talking about a professional and a profitable product, we're talking about your ability to be able to earn $50 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day. So this particular young lady actually started in her demo account, okay, with $500. So that's like Monopoly play money, right? And inside of 4 days, with following the Forex signal. So what the traders do is they tell you what they're doing. You just pretty much almost copy and paste. Just if they're doing it and they're winning, that of course means, Patrice, that we get to win as well. Well, family, she has some plus days, some negative days, some 0 days, some 0 times. But at the end of the day, she was at $239 in actual profit. So think about that. If you earn $300 to $500 in profit in Forex every 5 days, would that not impact your life? Well, what happens when you get up to where you're earning, $1,000 every week, or when you're earning $2,000 every week? And that can be had by getting your education. Grandma used to say, once you got it, nobody can actually take it away from you. So now this is probably going to kick me out, but let me try it anyway. We also have a platform where we work with and teach and train you. So I'm going to log back in. That is called our Telegram. Now, this is where our Forex signals are actually sent. This is where we have our Epic Trade House, and this is also where we have our Epic News Network. Now, you will notice when you look over here, you will notice, family, that this Telegram, you need some authentication. Now, why do we keep it so that you can't just get in? And the reason for that is, if you're paying to educate yourself and to, like Toni said, right, get to that next level, why should somebody who is not doing so have access to the same information. So in order for you to have access, you're literally going to have to provide your user ID and your username. The Forex bot is going to ask for that. Notice that once I did, it authenticated me and allowed me to go into those three different telegrams. So nobody can just add you. You cannot get the information unless you're part of our platform, because we respect those of you who've chosen to make a decision for yourself. By the same token, you have TradingView. TradingView is a platform where literally you're going to be with Coach Max or David Lisiaga, and they're going to train you. Notice also here that you must, right, be a part of the platform. So I had to be authenticated to be a part of that platform as well. And then, family, when you look over here, you'll also see that you learn something called, you have these live sessions. Now, this is huge because you actually get to look over the shoulders of these Forex giants. It's kind of like we have this one trade that netted this gentleman, he put in 10,000, that was his lot size. And over 2 weeks, he earned $7,429. Well, if you had, if you or I had maybe $1,000 in there, we would have made $742, right? If we had $100 in there, we'd have made $74. But we get to copy what they're doing. I mean, how great is that, being able to look at what they're doing, watch how they trade, because sometimes the best way to learn is to actually watch somebody else doing it. Does that make sense? The market forecast, family, they're going to teach you how to understand and read the market. I mean, this is a big deal. I have a friend that's charging people $10,000, Toni and Patrice, for 2 weeks. We're talking about you having access to all of this for the cost of eating out at a seafood boil. I don't know. Anybody with me? 2 people at a seafood boil before you order beverages is $100. And we give you all of this plus a calendar that is bar none one of the most expansive calendars, because they want to make sure you get all the information. You don't have to be on everything. Because the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, you can go in the market anytime you get ready. And because everybody has a different schedule, we have all of these different activities to make sure we're able to, somebody put in the chat, no man left behind, no woman left behind. We don't want anybody to who joins our platform to feel like they didn't get the information that they needed. So we've given you more information than you would actually ever need. So whether you decide that you want to grow an income by growing a Forex business, or you decide that you want to grow an income by building a team, right? So now we just talked about growing it in Forex, right? Y'all with me? So let me just draw this out, because I like to make sure that people understand that they have options. So what Mr. Sterling just said is that it costs you $100 to get started in business, $100. Under the same umbrella, you have Forex. And under the same umbrella, you have the ability to build a team and create residual income. Now, your option is this. You can do Forex, where you're going to do transactions. You're going to find yourself earning 4 figures on a monthly basis, or you may earn 5 figures on a monthly basis. Your product is going to be currency. So you're going to buy and sell currency. We're going to teach you how to do that. So your product is what? Somebody tell me what the product is. The product is what? The product is currency. Are you leaving your home? No. You're going to do it right from your internet-based device. But by the same token, family, we're going to provide you with an education, and we're going to provide you with support. See, this is a movement. And in order to move people, we got to provide them with every single thing that they could possibly need. So you are in business for yourself, whether you earn 4, 5, or 6 figures a year in Forex, or you decide to build a team, you're still in business for yourself. So if I'm going to build a team, what am I creating, Coach JP? Well, I'm happy to tell you. When you're on this side, you're going to create not a transactional income, but a residual income. That means that income comes in every single Friday after Friday. Same thing, 4 figures a month, 5 figures a month. You even have the ability to go up to earning $1 million every 28 days inside of this platform. And we're going to provide you with the education. We're going to provide you with the support. But let me tell you exactly what Mr. Sterling was just talking about. On when you're growing a team, it is people. People join people. We know that if we work with, teach, and train people, that we're able to bless people. So you have the ability to do A, grow a Forex business, B, build a team and grow a residual business, or C. What's C, Coach JP? You can do both. You know what? Mr. McCovey says that all of it comes under one umbrella anyway. So why not do a little bit of everything? But this is what I want to show you. This is what I'm going to show you, because if you're, I know we've got people chiming in from around the world, but if you're in America, right? If you're in America, champions, what I want to show you is why you need to be in business for yourself. See, in these uncertain economic times, you need somebody put E-R-R. You need everything. That's T-H-A-N-G, Patrice. Everything going in your favor. So if the government says that we will, and this is according to Dr. Ronald Mueller, this is his website, okay? This is his website, right? Dr. Ronald Mueller, he is big on home-based businesses and making sure we get every dime from the government possible. He says, finally, big tax relief for small business owners. That means the moment you start a small business, family, you have just put $4,000 to $6,000 into your pocket. The moment you start a business, you've just put that into your pocket. How crazy is that? So the government, they understand, and this is what's interesting, Toni and Patrice, is that when I first saw this gentleman and I started following him, as a matter of fact, I have his book right here. When I first started following him, that read 2,000 to 3,000. But now that 31 million Americans are out of work, it reads 4,000 to 6,000 because we've got to stimulate the economy. So the government is willing to stimulate your pocketbook. Listen, people are saying, well, where's my stimulus check? How about you go create a stimulus check? Let's go create $1 million stimulus checks. Does that make sense? $10,000 stimulus check. We don't have to wait on anybody. And family, if you're that person saying, well, you know what? It's hard to make my ends meet. Start a business. Why? Because the government says that you can actually increase your take-home pay by $300 to $500 a month because you're in business for yourself. You can increase your exemptions at work. That reduces what the government takes out of your check, which means you bring more money home. Is that all right? But don't take my word for it. Hold on. I got somebody going to speak to this right here, because he talks strongly about business and how business income is even taxed less. Please listen carefully. Please take notes, because he's going to bring you some serious information. Now, I'm not hearing him. Do y'all hear him? Do you hear him, Toni? You don't hear him?
No, I don't hear him either.
Okay, let me try him again.
Oh, click no. Click the little right there, the little mute button. Go to the left.
Thank you, baby. Okay, there we go. Thank you, darling. See, that's why I need you, Toni.
Business income. This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first, because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window.
What happened?
Now, I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are going to walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm going to bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm going to think about it. 20. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to research it. I got to go talk to the wife. I got to go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, don't.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
So family, do you understand the power of actually being in business for yourself? So I want you to understand that. It's important that I share that with people because we just need to know. So once again, whether you decide you want to grow an income in Forex or you decide you want to grow an income building a team, understand something, because we do not guarantee your income. We also don't cap your income. This income is virtually limitless if you decide to go to work. Does that make sense? So let's dive into part or the second part, B. So we talked about A, which was Forex. We talked about, now we're going to talk about building a team. Now, the beautiful thing about building a team, champions, is that you literally have the ability to grow as large of an organization as your heart desires. But I want to dispel some of the fears because I remember myself thinking, okay, I wasn't 100% about everything. So the beautiful thing about this platform is that, first of all, people worry about, well, I don't know enough people, or I've already talked to all of my friends, or I don't have enough people I can talk to. How many of y'all are excited about freeforex.com? Literally, the company is going to bring to you a platform where you can attract people from social media, Google, Instagram, Facebook, where literally these people, right? Literally these people, they're going to have to answer questions like, why should we invite you to our team? Or what do you bring to the table? However that's set up. But then they have to book an appointment with you. So by the time they've come to you, they've seen the product, they've seen the income potential, they've answered some questions, they booked an appointment, they're pretty much ready to go. So we are bringing this to bear right as we speak. It is free. It is included when you become an IBO at no extra cost to you. And so we're very excited about that. But the other reason we want you to strike that off your list as a reason why you could not be in business for yourself is because you only need 3 people. Somebody put in the chat 3. How many folks do you need to go from a free Forex education all the way to the top of the compensation plan? How many people do you actually need? You only need, right? You only need 3 people. And if you understand that, family, if you understand that, that is the power of this platform. Now, can you actually bring on more? Of course, right? But we don't want you stressing about that. Does that make sense? So here's how it works. You get started. Again, it costs what is the amount of dinner night out for a couple on the town or for a family of 4. It's $99. Now you can study Forex, right? $99 to get started, $99 every single 28 days. Oh, and listen, that little stud I was telling you about is not worried about sharing this with anybody. He's like, I'm making $3 to $4 grand a month. I'm not worried about it. However, for those of you who would say, well, you know what, if I can get a free Forex education, why not? Why not save myself that particular income? So when you refer 3 people, family, and there's 1 in your first team, 1 in your second, 1 in your third, literally the company says, you know what, sign up to become an IBO, become an IBO for $24.99. And what we will do is we will not only waive the $99, we will open up the entire compensation schedule to you. Now, what's crazy is that this 3 will take you all the way from a free Forex education to $250,000 every single Friday. That's how powerful this platform actually is. So if you're going to build in Forex, if that's where you're going to build your income, fantastic. You can build it at $99 every 38 days, or y'all can say, give us free. Give us free. It's totally up to you, right? You can build your business any way you want. Either way, it's tax what? Deductible. It is tax deductible, so you get to write it off your taxes plus a whole bunch of other stuff. And I did hear, Patrice, you can go back 6 months on your business. Like if you start today, you can pick up October, September, August, July, June, and May, and pick up expenses you've had for that period through to the end of the year and write them off your taxes. So why wouldn't you be in business for yourself? $100? Seriously? Seriously. But anyway, so what if I'm a builder though, Coach JP? What if I want to build a team? How does that work for me? So let me just share with you what happens if you decide you want to build an organization. So it's the same three. Nothing's changed, right? Like I told a young lady yesterday, she said to me, Toni, she says, well, if I want to start in Forex, but then I decide I want to also build a team, do I have to pay again? No, it's the same $99. It falls under the same umbrella, right? It falls under one umbrella. So here's what you would do. So I'm going to do this from a family perspective because I've really been lately, ladies, I've really been into this family thing, right? You know, how do you do, you know, what would happen if we did this as a family? Like if this was dad right here and dad got started and this was mom and this was the brother and this was the sister, right? Because one of my champions says, how is it that people say they don't know nobody when they live in a house full of people? Like, why can't we come together and do this as a family dynasty? When I share this with you in a second, like when I break this all the way out, it really is kind of crazy. So let me share it with you. So dad brings on his three, the $99 is Wade's, and voila. Now we are operating, right? Now he's operating as 3 and free. What's the next goal? How many does mom need? Somebody put it in the chat. Let me make sure y'all tracking. How many does mom need? Thank you very much, Vidya. Mom needs 3. So what are we going to do? We're going to help mom bring on her sister, her best friend, her college roommate. The brother brings on his best friend's dad, his best friend's mom. The sister brings on grandma, grandpa, and an uncle. Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all feeling this? We haven't even left your bloodline necessarily yet, right? That's how powerful this is. Well, if that is the case, and mind you, you only need this one, but we just teach you to build your teams evenly. That's all. So when you have the structure of 4-4-2, 4 in your first team, 4 in your second team, and 2 in your third team, literally what the company says is, okay, you know what? We're going to now start to pay you $125 every Friday. Somebody multiply that for me. 52 times 125. How much is it? Quickly, what is 52 times 125? Somebody tell me with 10 people how much you just created in annual income. Somebody tell me. Okay, 52 times 125. Where are we per year? 52 times what? 6,500, Cottrell. 10 people on your team is 6,500 annual dollars. So y'all hold that figure. Somebody write that down. Hold that figure. Now the company does say, look, Cottrell, now that we paying you, you're gonna pay that 99 and that $24.99, but we're gonna hold it out of your commissions. So we won't take it from your bank account ever again. We're gonna just hold it out of your commission. So 6,500 bucks. Thank you, Toni. Now, watch this. Okay, so we got dad to 500. What happens when we help each of the people that are on the children and the mom's team, right? What happens when we help each of them to bring on their 3? So we got 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. So that may be some cousins. These may be some uncles and aunties. These may be some best friends, right? Y'all get it because mom has family, dad has family. Y'all got it, right? So if we stayed in the bloodline, or just the people that, you know, because we got family in love, we got family in law, we got family in outlaw. Y'all know how we got, you know, but we got people that we love and people that we're close with. So watch this. The people in red right here, these people, they're now 3 and free. Y'all got that? Because they got what? 3. Mom, the brother, and the sister are now at $500. I'm sorry, somebody multiply 6,500 times 3. What's 6,500 times 3? Because now we have 3 people in that household that are multiplying. That you guys get this? That's 19,500. Thank you very much, Miss Patrice. You quick on the draw. So add this one to it. Dad is now at $250 every Friday. That's 13,000 a year. What is that? So what is 13,000 plus 19,500? 13,000 plus 19,500. This is just in one house, y'all. One household. What did we just put in one household? At Family Network, that's $32,500. Y'all kick me for $100? Really? Do you see what we can do for families that might be like they either want to just keep what they got and grow it? They want to create a residual income for their children. Maybe they got caught up in that 31 million that hasn't got a job and is no longer, getting unemployment. We don't know what their situation is, but I'm gonna tell you this: you don't know whose blessing is tied to your obedience. You don't know. So it is best for you. Listen, it really is awesome, Diane. It really is that if we just think along those lines, what we can do. Take it one step further. Let's take it one step further. You ready, Patrice? So if each of those three get 3, now whoever it is in the red, they're earning 500. But guess what? Mom, the brother, and the sister are at $1,000 every 28 days. Patrice, multiply 13,000 times 26. I'm sorry, 13,000 times 3, because we get paid, guys. We get paid, 13 times in that cycle, right? So 13 times 3, 13,000, okay, 39,000. But see, the dad is now sitting at 2,000 a month every 28 days. So the dad is at 26,000. So please add that to 26,000. Please add that to 26,000. 26,000 plus, what did you just say that was? 29,000, right? So we got 13, 13, 13, and 26. That's where we are. Somebody tell me where I am. I can't do the math in my head. 13,000 for $65,000. Let me tell y'all something, because for that person who say, now that then I don't know, and I'm not sure. Nah. You only have, the family only has at this point 80 people in their entire team. 80 people in their entire team. Most of them are family. The same folks they gonna see in July eating, collards and fried chicken and playing horseshoe. Why not empower ourselves? You know what I mean? Even the crazy uncle can get in. We let them all in. It's, we just may not keep them around the whole group. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, guys? Do y'all get it? That's just to level founder 2000. That's just founder 2000. What if they're like Toni and they're founder 5,000? What if the dad is at founder 5,000, right? That's 65,000 a year. And the kids, the mom, the dad, and the children are at founder 2,000. So that's 26,000, Patrice, 3 times, plus 65,000 annually. If y'all shout out Toni, y'all give Toni a shout out up in the chat on her founder 5,000. I need $20, Toni, by the way. But guys, do you see the power of that? How much is that? Did you post that? How much that was? $143,000. Do y'all understand the power of this? It's $100 to start. So listen, pick your number. Am I saying it's easy? The plan is easy, or simple, I should say. It's not easy because we got to love on people. We got to work with people. We got to teach people. But do you understand when Toni said, I'm coming out, when Patrice says, I'm coming out, do you understand what that means? They're adding a whole third income to their family's lifestyle. Family, this thing gets more and more amazing. And I get more and more excited. So I'm just going to move on so we can close on out. But champions, listen, I want you to understand something, that life happens. How many of y'all know life happens? If life has ever happened to you, drop a Y in the chat. I should get a lot of Ys. If life has ever happened, and life doesn't send you an email and say, I'm coming. It don't send you a telegram. It don't send you a text saying I'm coming. Life just happened. If life has ever happened to you, drop a Y in the chat. Now, let me ask you a question. The last time life happened to you, if you were earning an extra $10,000 or extra $5,000 every 28 days, would it have been easier to get through whatever it was? Now, we get through it, but would it have been easier? And if that is the case, just say yes. It would have been easier to get through it. And for most of us, the answer is yes. So I want you to understand something about residual income. Every Friday, whether it's 500, every Friday, whether it's 1,000, 1,250 every Friday, I want you to understand something about it. Let's just say life happens and your mother, she sprains an ankle and you got to spend the next month help nurse her back to health. Do you realize that you're still getting paid every Friday? Y'all follow me on this, right? Every single Friday. What if, God forbid, maybe your mother, right, or your daughter, right? We had an accident. Y'all give some love to Toni. Say prayers up for Toni. Her son was in a car accident. What if Toni had to nurse him back to health? Now, thank God he's fine. But what if she needed to take a month off to nurse him back to health? Do you realize that she's still earning $1,250 and climbing every single week? Y'all get that? Do y'all understand the power of that? What if that happened, family? What if you said, I want to start a family, right? I want to start a family and I want to raise my own children. I want my children to be in no daycare. Do you understand that the money that you've created is residual and it keeps coming? Y'all get that? Well, if God forbid something happens to you, Epic wants to make sure that we protect not only your family, but your children and your children's children. So if something happens to you through Epic Estate, we will have already helped you establish a will or a family estate plan where literally that money can continue to come into your children and your children's children. Yeah, are y'all hearing me? How great is that? And then we have some fun. Let's have some fun. Did anybody shout out Toni? Y'all, congratulations. I want to see your dog tag, Toni, when it comes in. She gets this beautiful dog tag. Now, the company is paying you $1,250 every single Friday. I need $20, Toni. You ain't say nothing about my $20. She ain't say nothing, Patrice.
I got you.
Thank you, baby. All right. So, guys, but what's so beautiful? And Patrice, I don't even know. What is your level, baby girl? Where are you?
I am a founder 2000 and
boom. And closing in on that 5,000. So I'm gonna need $20 from you too. $20.
Okay,
Can I get right?
Yeah.
65,000 a year. 65,000 a year in 2 months. Are you kidding me right now? Guys, do you see where this is headed? Listen, when you're an ambassador 10, they're gonna give you a ring that looks similar to that, and then $5,000 in cash. $5,000 in cash. Now, why do they do that? Why do they send you to Dubai? Why do they buy you a Rolex? Well, there are a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is to say thank you, right, ladies? The company wants to just say thank you for a job well done. Thank you for a job well done. But then it's not like, Patrice, you're not going to be able to buy that Rolex when you're getting $25,000 every Friday. The other reason the company gives it to you is for marketing. We understand that some people, let me give you a little bit of my history just so you understand. Prior to being in business, Patrice, before we met back in D-Day, I owned and operated a dealership. Did great, doing $21 million a year. Recession hit, bam. Y'all know that was just 12 years ago. We had a recession 12 years ago. This is why we have to get started now and be ready the next time life happens, right? And so our bank filed bankruptcy, 33 months later, Patrice, we had gone from sugar. Y'all type sugar honey iced tea. Don't y'all type the bad word to sugar honey iced tea literally overnight. And so it's kind of like when a woman loses everything, Mildred, when she loses all of her income, when she's forced to move out of her house. I remember Patrice and Toni, they said, if you move, GMAC said, if you move out of the house in October, we'll give you $6,000. If you move out in November, November we'll give you $6,000. December we'll give you $4,000. If you wait to January, we're only going to give you $2,000. Family, it was the last thing I owned. I wanted to try to hold on to my house, even though I was upside down, like seriously. But it was the last thing that I had. And I remember that TV I'm looking at right there, Patrice, is the only thing I still own from that era of my life, because everything else I pawned. I would walk into the pawn shop, Tammy, and they would say, hey, Miss Parker. Now, that's a problem. That's a problem. But see, I was losing everything because our business had closed. Does that make sense? So I went from a 6-figure income to nothing and hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. So I understand that when people see something like this, Patrice and Toni, sometimes they think it is too unreal, right? This is not possible. I know, because I felt that way. But here I am sitting my little happy hips up in church every single Sunday, y'all. Every single Sunday, Cottrell, I'm sitting myself in church saying, God is no respecter of persons. But in my mind, I'm saying, yeah, but she can do it, but I can't. And one day God checked me, ladies. And he's like, really? So I'm no respecter of persons, but I won't let you do it. I won't help you do it. I won't bless you and give you what you need to do it. Does that make sense? Sometimes we have to be checked. So one of the reasons the company does something like this is when they see you pull up, Miss Adrian, and they see you pull up, Amanda, and when they see you pull up, who is that? Mr. Hulzer, Amanda Hulzer, or Angelin or Angel, when they see you pull up in your Maybach, or is that an S550? I don't even know. But when they see you pull up in it, maybe they will begin to believe a little bit more. Or maybe Audrey, or maybe Baroness, or Beverly, or Ava, or Carlita, or Cheryl, or Christina, or David, or Cottrell, or Delane, and Diane, when you pull up in your Escalade. Maybe your friends who felt like me, that didn't believe at first, maybe even though I was saying I walk by faith, I was really walking by sight. I mean, I'm just being real with you. Maybe when they see something, they'll believe and we'll be able to help them. I don't know, Erica or Godwin or Pastor Gerald or James or Janet or Janitha or Geronda or Joyce or Julietta or Katira or Chrisika. That is pretty. maybe when you pull up in the Tesla that the company bought you, maybe they'll believe. Because sometimes we have to really jump off that cliff and build our wings on the way down, if y'all know what I mean. See, it takes faith, but I'm going to tell you something. I know $1 million at the top of the comp plan every 28 days looks like a lot. And like you know what, Toni, one person said to me, well, that's just gluttony. Don't nobody need $13 million every single 28 days. I mean, every single year. No, yes, they do. Mm-hmm. If you're doing things for other entities, like your church, like St. Jude's, like building a wing to a hospital, opening a private, academy. If you're going to do things like fund people, go to the courthouse steps. This is something I want to do. And every old person that forgot to pay their taxes, I want to buy their house for what they owe in taxes and put them back in their house. See, when you are just barely able to make your ends meet, you can't think outside the box. Matter of fact, you're barely thinking inside. But when you have paid all of yours, then you're able to now bless and give to others. Does that make sense? So listen, it's $99. There's nothing else to be said. Dinner night out at a seafood boil or dinner, at Red Lobster. You can't get out of Red Lobster for two with $99 anymore, can you? And that ain't even the best seafood, right? So we know it's not a hard decision. We just want you to understand your opportunity tonight. So listen, let me recap and then I'm out of here. You can build your business 3 ways. You can build it with just Forex. That's A. You can build it just by growing a team and a residual income. That's B. Or why not do both? Why not? It's $99. It's all under the same umbrella, right, Emily? So we have eliminated that you need people. You only need 3. We've eliminated that you need time. You know what? We've got something called spillover and spill under. And because we're only growing 3 teams and people fall down under your team, whether you're building the business or not, guess what? We eliminated time. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, Mr. Sterling just told you we got a great educational platform. And we just told you that we're going to work with Teach and Train You. Well, I don't know if I have the money. Call 10 of your friends and ask them to cash out you $10. So we've eliminated every reason why you would say no. So it's time for you to say yes. It's $100. My cousin said to me, Virginia, she said, well, I need to talk to my husband. I said, oh, really? So when I cashed out you $75 so you could buy that, I forgot if it was purse or shoes, but it was $160 some. And I cashed out to her, right? I cashed out her $75. I was like, did you tell your husband you were taking money out of the household, but now we're trying to put money in the household? You got to have a conversation. And I'm not saying don't talk to your spouse, but I'm saying go home and say, honey, look at the business I just bought us that can earn us $1 million a month. Not look at the purse I just saved you money on at Macy's. Does that make sense? Let's just do something a little bit different. So listen, it has been my absolute pleasure to work with and share with you guys, Miss Linda, Ramona, and Audrey, and Shelly, and Miss Tucker, or M. Tucker, Mona, and Emily White, Emily Wade, Miss Adrian, that's a beautiful name. David, thank you for being on. Zambia, Miss Patty, Miss Carlita, Nicole. We've got Miss Beverly Pope. It was so great to actually serve you. Miss Rhonda Wise. Of course, we're looking at Miss Angel, the first one on Chrisika. Am I saying your name right? Chriska. I know I done said 14 different ways. I'm sorry. Miss Eden, thanks for being on. Miss Mildred and Pete and Renee, y'all stay tuned because we got some gifts for y'all. And Angela and Adrian and Pastor Wayne and Diane and Hughes, y'all, thanks for being on. Mr. Smith, it is an absolute honor to have you on. Thank you so much. Let me see who else is up here. I don't want to miss nobody. Let me go a little bit further. Irene and Tammy Marie and Adrian and Twinkle. Is it Twinkle? That is a nice name. Wyatt and Felicia and Miss TL Sparks and Tamerlan and April and Galaxy and True. LaSonia and Tremaine, Delana and Erica and Geronda and Anthony and Vidya. What's up, girl? Rosemary and Arletha and Lene and Oneida. That's pretty. Miss Sylvia, what's up, cousin? Lavisa. All right. Miss Burton, Lamar. Thank you so very much for being on. I'm still going, y'all. We've got Jeanette and Muzetta, Nicole and Moni, and we've got Cheryl and Krista and Mia and Janet, Pamela and Jeanette and Joyce and Katia and Van and hey, Gail, what's going on, girl? Gail, come off mute. Silver Consultants and Anita and Miss Peterson and Yvette. And we've got, Miss Carlita and Robbie and Lisa and Melissa and Godwin out of the UK. Oh my goodness, we've got a full house. What's going on with this? And we've got, if I miss you, charge it to my head, Joyce and Robbie and Katira Ware, and we've got Mel Vance and Lisa and Denise. Guys, I'm so excited. We got people waiting in the waiting room, Lamari and Maria and T and Tippy and Janet and who else? Make sure I try to get everybody. Torres, Miss Torres, and another Adrian and Alisa and Yolanda, Robbie Ann. And guys, we have so many people that we were blessed to serve on this evening. And so if Miss Gail, you get a chance to come off mute, because I know this is part of your lineage. And Miss Toni, Miss Patrice, I'm done. I'm gonna leave folks alone. I'm gonna leave people alone. I pray I've brought value to you, family. If you feel like you have found value in everything that has been shared, before I turn it back over to these ladies, y'all give a clap for Miss Toni Ward, Miss Patrice, the entire team, the entire Epic Icon team champions for pulling this thing together, knocking it out the park. If you found value, drop a B in the chat, put some claps in the chat. Ladies, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Every time I hear her speak, you guys, I promise I want to sign up again. I want to do it all over again because I get so excited. And I'm even more excited because today is special. I have my mom here, Mildred, who kept taking herself off mute. I'm going to have to help you with that technology over there. And then I have my son. I have my tutu here today, too. He's under iPhone. And so many people, I have friends here that I've known since I was 7, Tommy, Shelly, and Laura, Daryl. So there's so many people here that mean so much to me. My cousin Boo, I see everybody got a cousin named Boo, right? I love mine more than yours, but everybody, you know, it means so much to me that you guys are here. And it means even more to me because you get to see firsthand what I'm doing, where I want you guys to do with me. This is really important to me because I want to see all of us win. The way JP, you know, broke it down is so doable. You know, it's so doable for everybody in the household to help each other and build a legacy that you can leave behind for somebody else. You know, we don't want to leave here with a bill, right? It's like, oh, they're gone. We love them, we miss them, but they just left us a bill. Like, we don't want to do that. We want to change things, you know, change our legacies, change our lifestyles, change everything, and really live our lives the way we were meant to live them, in abundance. And I think that's really important. And I'm really happy to see all of you guys here. And I was so excited when I was seeing the names. I saw Darnice pop up, Patrice's sister, and I just love her so much. And I know we're just so excited because you guys are here and you get to celebrate this awesome opportunity with us, with this awesome JP. You guys hop in the chat box, give her some kudos because she does this like 5-6 times a day. Okay. And it's never dull. It's always fabulous. It's always different. It's always new. So thank you so much for honoring us with your presence and letting our family hear from you. We get to work with some fabulous people, and she is one of the most fabulous. So yeah, I hope you guys got the information, you like the information. We're going to give you a gift. We're going to pull up the flyer in just a second so you can see your gift because it is coming. I'm like, give me my gift. Your gift is coming. But I want to turn this over to Patrice so she can address her friends and family.
I just have to say, you know, Toni, I'm just with you. I went through this chat box and I had some individuals, just some real dear friends and family. See my sister Darnice, my daughter and son-in-law Mia and Brian, my BFF Melvin Vance, a very dear friend of mine, Walter Watt, and a very close friend of mine, Tippy Hall, Diane Brown. Look, Diane and Tippy didn't text me. Diane is all in the thread. Patty Mack, you guys already know. I just have to say, Felicia. I can just go on. My sister-in-law, Tanya Abos. You guys, there's some people that's in the thread that have been inboxing me privately, like really with faces, with dollar signs. I just have to say, thank you for coming out and supporting me. You know, I try not to market my family or friends, but I know you guys see it. You see how I just pour into everything that I do. You know, I have to say thank you to Toni Ward, my mentor, my sister, my friend, my everything, because she pours into me so much and have allowed me to just soar. And I'm just looking to see my family win. You know, when I say it's going to happen in the next 2.5 years, it might not be no Social Security.
Right.
Yes, that retirement I have is going to be $1 retirement. But I know what I'm going to be doing in 2.5 more years. And I'm looking for my family to be there.
That's right.
With me. Rocking, rolling. You already know how we do it. I'm going to give it back to Toni and JP because we can ready to give away some gifts.
Yes, we are. Oh, that was so beautiful. You two ladies are truly, truly amazing. It is so great to work with you. It is just so great. I couldn't wait for this time to come.
You
Listen,
too.
I couldn't wait. And we're matching. It'd be great if we could take a picture. But anyway.
Oh, look, that's coming soon.
Okay. We're gonna rock it. We're going to rock it. All right. Well, go ahead, Toni. Everybody's excited about the gift giving.
Yes. So I wanted to bless you guys with an early Christmas gift for joining us this evening. Just to say thank you for coming out and listening and receiving everything that we had to offer tonight. So, probably thinking, okay, I've been sitting here, now give me my gift. So if you go to givememygift.com, again, that's givememygift.com, you can fill out that information and we will send you your gift. If you are already a member of Epic University, you are also going to get a gift today. If you're a guest, you'll get a gift. But if you get started within the next hour, you will also get a gift that is on the same level as an Epic Scholar. The Epic Scholar is going to get a really nice gift, the guest. But the guest you will get a gift, but you'll get an even better gift. You get two if you get started in the next hour. So, and we're also going to do a raffle. So everybody that gets started in the next hour, your names will go in a hat. We'll do it live so you can see us pull the names out, and 2 people will win actually their money back. So you'll get back your $99. So make sure you got to get started next hour in order to enter the raffle and also to get your second gift. So
I like it. What about, so what'd you say about us? What'd she say about us, Patrice? We can do what?
Oh, you're getting the gift anyway.
We all received the gift. So that means that we all got to get online and put in for our gift. We going to get a gift.
Yeah, you'll have it tonight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it works better if you type in the www, just FYI, guys. So if you put in givememygift.com and it doesn't come up, put in the www. It worked better for me that way. You are so clever. I was telling her, Patrice, she is just incredibly clever. But family, let me do y'all see, can I enlarge this anymore? I don't know. But look up here in the upper right-hand corner of this flyer. Do you guys see our Epic icon? Do y'all see the ox that is coming up out of the O? The girl is good. The girl is good. So that is our new logo. Family, we'll get that to everybody so you can post it for your banner on Facebook if you choose to. It's going to become the banner in our Facebook group because it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so very much for putting that together. Toni is incredibly gifted. So it is absolutely fabulous working with you. Patrice, you are just a diva, just like you said, just a business diva, all of that. So guys, the clock starts. When you want the clock to start, baby girl, it is
the clock's gonna start as soon as you hit leave meeting. The clock will start. You have an hour. If you have questions, get back with whoever invited you to this call. If you have questions and Patrice and I invited you to call, just call us. Or you want to, if you have questions that want to be answered, maybe you can answer them now. I don't mind. If anybody has any questions, yeah, you can come up. You can put your questions in the chat. We can take about 5 or 7 questions. You think? And remember, we're all family. Any question can be asked. Don't worry about it because the question you have might also be the question somebody else has. So you'll be helping somebody else out. So if you have a question, hop in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask your question. Yep,
feel free to. This is family. This is family.
Oh, they are filling out that form, baby. They're not playing.
The forms are coming in. Wonderful. So definitely, guys, get back with the person. We're going to end this in just a few minutes. If we don't have any questions, you're quite welcome. Thank you guys for all the thank yous. You guys were absolutely amazing. Definitely get back with the person that invited you, Patrice or Toni or whoever it was, myself or any of the other Epic Icon champions. Whoever invited you, please get back with them. And you know what? Whether you see yourself building your income in Forex, whether you see yourself building your income as a builder, or if you say both, like you may not start off with both, but you may say, okay, you know what? I want to do both. Either way, just let us know so that we can help guide you in the right direction. Fair enough, ladies?
Yep, fair enough.
All right. So with that being said, we're going to let you enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure and an honor and a joy to work with each and every one of you. And so the clock will start ticking in T-minus 60 seconds. What time is that going to be, y'all? That's going to be, let's just say 9:20. So you have until 10:20. How about that? Is that okay, Toni?
That's fine. Alexa, set an alarm for 1 hour.
Oh, you got to do like that. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hey, Google, set an alarm for 1 hour.
Hey, Alexa, say what we saying? Save the time for 1 hour.
Hilarious.
All right, guys. We love you. Have an incredible rest of your evening, family. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Proud of you too, ladies. Super proud of y'all. Great work today.
Thank you so much, JP.
My pleasure.
Bye, JP.
All right, I'm gonna figure out how to get us out of here. Let's stop the share and then. All right, people jumping off and making sure they go fill out their form. www.gimmemygift.com. Excellent idea, Toni. Gimmemygift.com, family. We'll see you on the other side. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.